Hey guys, this is a lesson on N-400 vocabulary, and the topic for today is illegal activities. As we start here, get out a piece of paper. There are practice activities in this video, so to do the activities it will help if you have paper, and write the numbers 1 through 20 on your paper, just like this. Pause the video if you need, so you can find the paper and write the numbers 1 through 20. Ready to continue? Let's talk about the vocabulary. The first verb is arrest, and we usually use this with a person after it. So this is arrest someone. This is a verb, and it means to catch a person and put them in jail. For example, the police arrested the drug dealer. Another example here could be, if the police decide to arrest you, you should stay calm. Don't run away or fight them. Fighting against the police will make your case worse. So just like this man in the picture is being calm, if the police decide to arrest you, you should stay calm. And for one more example, if you get arrested, you will go to jail. So our next word is to convict. This is another action, and it always goes with a person, so we say to convict someone. This is a verb, and it means after a trial or at the end of a trial to decide that a person is guilty. So you can see up here, this is a courtroom. This is the judge, and he's making an announcement. For the sentence we have, after listening to all of the evidence, the judge convicted the man of drunk driving. So this action the judge is doing, or he's telling his conclusion, that's the action to convict someone. Here's another example. David was charged with drug dealing, but he wasn't convicted. Now he can move on with his life. So if he wasn't convicted, that means the judge said that he is innocent, he didn't do it, and he doesn't have to have any punishment. And in this example, Alvin went to trial. He wasn't convicted because the evidence made it clear that he didn't do the crime. So he wasn't convicted. Let's do a little bit of practice with arrest and convict. You need to write the numbers 1 through 5 on your paper, or use these numbers on your paper. For each picture, you need to write either arrest or convict. So pause the video to answer these 5 questions. Arrest or convict? Ready to check? Number 1, arrest. 2, wow, arrest. 3, convict. 4, arrest. And 5, convict. Did you get them all right? Okay, let's continue to some more vocabulary words. The next word is deport. This is an action that you do to a person, so usually we say you're deporting someone. It's a verb, and it means to send a visitor, tourist, or immigrant out of a country that they are visiting. For example, the U.S. government deports about 400,000 people per year. That means those people are in the United States without permission, and the government sends them back to their country. The U.S. government deports about 400,000 people. If immigrants are close to the border with Mexico or Canada, the government deports them by bus. So in this picture, they deported this man by a plane, but they are deporting these men by bus. And for one more example, if a person has been deported in the past, it is very difficult to become a citizen. In this case, you probably need some professional advice on your case if you have been deported in the past. So that's the word deport. Let's do a little bit more practice. The answers to these next questions are one of these three words: arrest, convict, or deport. So this is number 6 through 10. Pause the video, and for each photo, write the word that matches the photo. Ready to check? Number 6 should be arrest, 7, convict, 8, deport, 9, arrest, and 10, deport. So check your answers. If any of those was difficult for you, you can send me a message and ask me questions if you want. But let's continue for the moment. The next word is narcotics, and narcotics is a noun. It means a type of drugs which reduces pain and makes you sleep. These are strong drugs if they are narcotics. So, as an example, there are many different types of narcotics. Some are totally illegal, and some are legal, but only if you get them from a doctor. So you can see from these examples here, some of these are, medicines that people use in hospitals or people have surgery, but you can only get them from a doctor. You're not allowed to buy them on the street or from a friend. You need a doctor's permission. So there are many different types of narcotics. For this example, selling narcotics is a serious crime. In this case, selling narcotics is selling drugs, like selling heroin or something like that. Selling narcotics is a crime. And according to some experts, 2 million Americans are addicted to narcotics that were given to them by a doctor. So this is a big problem that we're dealing with right now, that we have, those strong drugs, those narcotics, given out a lot by doctors, and people can get addicted even if those drugs are legal. So that's the word narcotics for you. This is the last word we're going to talk about. It's smuggle. This is a verb, and it means to take something illegally from one country to another, or to take something to a place where it's not supposed to be. In that case, you are smuggling something. Here's an example. Early in American history, you can see this is a drawing of a old time. People smuggled alcohol because they didn't want to pay taxes on it. So in that time in American history, alcohol was legal. There was no law that said that you can't buy and sell alcohol, but the government controlled it and you had to pay taxes on it, and the people didn't want to pay taxes, and so they smuggled a lot of alcohol. Can you guess what this is? The police use dogs to try to find people who are smuggling drugs. And it's possible to smuggle people in addition to things. So this is an example of that situation. People use many methods to try to smuggle humans across the U.S. borders. This can be very dangerous, both for the smuggler and the migrants. So these people are being smuggled in the back of a car, which looks really difficult. 4 people in that trunk of that car. Okay, these are our 5 words. We're going to do one last practice. Here's number 11, 12, and 13. Pause the video and put the words where they belong. Ready to check? Number 11 is arrest, 12 narcotics. And to complete the sentence, if you have illegal narcotics, the police can arrest you. Next example, pause the video here to write the answers to these questions. Ready to check? 14 is arrest, 15 convict. So for number 16, if the police arrest a person, they have a trial, and the judge can convict them or let them go free. This is the last practice. Pause the video to answer these questions. Ready? We should have narcotics, arrest, and smuggle. And the sentence for number 20, if you smuggle, for 19, if you wrote narcotics for 19, because you imagine there's narcotics inside of this bag, that could also be possible. So smuggle and narcotics are both correct answers in 19. And the sentence, if you smuggle narcotics, you will get arrested. So I hope that helps to practice those words. You can remember them really well. Just as a review, in this lesson, you have learned 5 new words: arrest, convict, deport, narcotics, and smuggle. And that's the end of the lesson.